Hey y'all, this is Whitney Shattuck from the First Grade Roundup, and today I'm going to do a sample Making Words lesson for you with my digital Making Words mats. So this lesson comes from the Blends and Digraphs Making Word Lessons resource in my store. It's part of a Making Words lessons bundle that has digital and paper mats for you to use. It comes as a Google Drive file, and it will have the PDF file up here, and it says start here because that's where all the lesson plans are. So that's where it will give you the sequence of words that you can do for each of the lessons. And then it has a Google Drive file, and those are the digital Making Word mats. Okay. Also, the PDF file I failed to mention has the paper mats. So if you want to just print out the mats and laminate them and then have kids use a dry erase marker on them, it will work just like a dry erase board. Okay? They won't be able to move and manipulate the letters, but they can just write the letters in and erase them. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do if I'm setting this up for my classroom is I'm going to find the board, the mat that I want to use. Okay, so I just wanted to go over the setup for this and all the different kinds of mats that I have. So there are 4 different kinds of mats. The first have letters and Elkonin boxes. Elkonin boxes are sound boxes. Okay, so there's a box for each sound. Not necessarily for each letter, but for each sound. Okay, so for example, for the digraph CH, C and H would go in the same box because it's the same sound. It's one sound but 2 letters. Okay, so these kind have the letters for you and the Elkonin boxes. Okay, the next thing that I have is no letters, but they do have the Elkonin boxes. This would be if you want your kids to write the letters. You want them to do the writing, practice writing letters as you call them out up here and spelling the words down here. Okay? But you still want the sound boxes. You'll notice too that some of them have more than one Elkonin box, and that's because most of the letters have either 3 sounds or 4 sounds, not just 4 sounds. Okay? The next type has letters but no Elkonin boxes. And the last kind is no letters or Elkonin boxes. Okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out which mat it is that I want to use. So for this lesson, I'm wanting to work on ending S blends, and that is this mat right here. Okay? And I want to use the mat that already has the letters so that we can manipulate the sounds, and I want to use the ones that have the Elkonin boxes. So this mat is perfect. So what I'm going to do is, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up to File, and I'm going to make a copy of the selected slides. Okay, and I'm just going to call this one Ending S Blends. Okay, and then I am going to put this and I'm just going to drop it in my drive. Okay, now I have just a Google Slides document that only has this mat here. And so this is going to be very helpful for you if you want to upload the mats to Google Classroom. And that way, instead of your kids having to navigate through 40 different mats to find the right one, they just have one to choose from for this lesson. Okay? So that's what I'm going to do. If you are just doing this whole group and you're putting this up on your interactive whiteboard, then you could totally just use this file and go to the mat that you need. Okay? So now that I have my mat ready, I would be able to share this into Google Classroom, and I would want to make a copy for each student so that they wouldn't be changing it together. They would have their own copy to change, and I am good to go. I'm just going to get rid of that note section to make this fill up my screen. So now what I'm going to do is we're going to go over what a lesson looks like, what the routine looks like. The first thing that we're going to do is practice letter naming fluency with letter sound fluency. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask the kids really quickly in a back and forth like rhythm so that we're going quickly, not taking a lot of time with it. What is the letter? What does it say? And what is it? So it's going to sound like this. This is a, the kids are going to tell me the letter name. It says they'll tell me the letter sound, and it is and they'll tell me whether it's a vowel or a consonant. So it sounds like this. This is an A. It says A or A, and it is a vowel. This is the letter B. It says B. It is a consonant. So we're just moving one by one right on through this. It shouldn't take much time at all. Okay? Once we have said all the letters and letter names, we're ready to do the lesson. So I have a script that you obviously can't see that I printed out from that PDF document, and I'm going to go through it. Okay? You can find a sample of this in the preview of this file, and then you can also find a sample of the script of exactly what to say in the preview file as well. The actual lesson plan grids, as you'll see in the preview, just give you the sequence of letters and give you an example of what to say. Okay, so hopefully this sample lesson will give you a better idea of what to do. Okay, so I'm going to say, boys and girls, let's spell the word lip. Use 3 letters to spell the word lip. So they already know they're just going to use 3 letters, so they don't need all of these boxes. Okay. Sometimes the first letter in the sequence will not use all of the boxes, but then the rest of them will. So that's why I just went ahead and only did the 4 sounds. Okay. Lip. Let's blend it. L-I-P. Lip. Good job. Add a letter to lip to spell lisp. Lisp. I'm going to give the kids some wait time. Then I'm going to say, what letter did you add? And I can call on a friend, or I can have them all tell me. S. Let's blend it. L-I-S-P. Lisp. Okay? And then in this first section, I'm going to take away a letter, and then we're going to see if they can figure out what letter to add in its place, like this. Take away the P, add a letter to spell list. List. What letter did you add? T. Let's blend it. L-I-S-T. List. Take away the L. Add a letter, to spell mist. Mist. What letter did you add? Good. M. Let's blend it. M-I-S-T. Mist. Take away the I. Add a letter to spell must. Must. What letter did you add? U. Good. Let's blend it. M-U-S-T. Must. If you want to move quickly, just as a side note, you can be moving these letters whenever they tell you what letter did they add. You move it down and keep moving. If you want to take more time with it, you can call up a friend to move the letter on your interactive board as they're moving the letter on theirs. Okay? All right, let's keep going. Take away the M. Add a letter to spell the word bust. What letter did you add? B. Good. Let's blend it. B-U-S-T. Bust. Okay, so now we're to the second half of the lesson, and this is where the kids are going to read the word on their own instead of figuring out the letter. And it sounds like this. Boys and girls, take away the T. Add the letter K in its spot. What word did you spell? I'm going to give them time to blend the word, and then I'm going to say I can call on a friend to read the word for me, or we can call it out together by playing Pop the Bubble. Okay, and that is where I have the boys and girls get a bubble in their mouth when they know what the word is. So I'll say, get your bubble in your mouth when you know what the word is. And then once I see that everybody has their bubble in their mouth, I will say pop, and that means they pop their bubble and say what the word is. And that way we call it out all at the same time, and we don't have anybody shouting it out before one of my struggling readers has figured it out. Okay, so busk. Good, the word is busk. Take away the B. and add the letter T. Put a bubble in your mouth when you know what word you spelled. Pop. Tusk. Good. The word is tusk. Take away the U. Add the letter A. Put a bubble in your mouth when you know what word you spelled. Pop. Task. Good. We spelled the word task. Take away the T. Add the letter M. Put a bubble in your mouth when you know what word you spelled. Pop. Mask. Good. We spelled mask. And we still do go back and blend these. I just have forgotten to do that for you. But I'll say blend it. Ask. Mask. Okay. Take away the K. Add the letter T. Put a bubble in your mouth when you know what word you spelled. Pop. Mast. Good. Let's blend it. Mast. Good. Now it's time for Guess My Word. So this is the last section, and we're going to clear our boards for this. If you use a slide with the Elkonin boxes, the Elkonin boxes may not work for this because the Guess My Word sometimes has more letters than there are boxes. So you can have them spell it underneath, or just put letters out to the side, however you want to do it. Or this may be a reason that you may not want to use the Elkonin boxes mats. Okay, that's why I've given you several options. So for Guess My Word, I'm going to say use 6 letters to spell something you can put bread in. Use 6 letters to spell something you can put bread in. And that's all I will say, and I will give them a chance to spell it. And usually what I do is I walk around and I'll say, ooh, I see no one's guessed my word yet, or one person has guessed my word yet. I don't want to say like Cooper has guessed my word, because then everybody starts looking at Cooper's board, okay? But I do like to tell if somebody has figured it out, okay? If nobody's figured it out after a little bit, I will say, use 6 letters to spell something you can put bread in. This word starts with the letter B. What is something that starts with the letter B that has 6 letters that you can put bread in? And then I'll do it again. I'll walk around. If nobody's figured it out, then I might give them like the ending letter, okay? And keep giving them clues. And then after this, if they haven't figured it out, I might tell them what the word is so that they can work on spelling it, because I don't want to give them too many of the words, okay? The word is basket. Okay? And then once they've figured it out, then we will blend it. Basket. Good. How many syllables does the word basket have in it? Basket. 2. Very good. So if I know that this word has 2 syllables in it, it makes it easier to read, because I can read the word basket, to read it together. Okay? Good job, boys and girls, learning about the ending S blends today. Okay? And that is the end of that lesson. I can use this whole group. I can use this small group as intervention. It works great digitally, or to print it out, laminate it, and use as dry erase boards. If you have any questions about this, feel free to comment or send me an email and let me know if there's anything I can answer for you. You can find this in my store. It's called Making Words Lessons Digital Mats. And I will link it in the comments below in this video.